Coming back to the BNS channel. Today, what I want to show you is I've got 4 really large boxes that got delivered today. And if you remember in one of my previous videos, and I'm going to put a link up there for you, I had shown you what I had put in my fundraising packets because I was having a fundraiser. Well, part of the order showed up today. Not all of it is here, and that's okay because that happens. It staggers. But I've got 3 large boxes and 1 small box. And what I want to do is show you how I prepare my area for packaging up a large order like this. And as well as possibly showing you what goes into the packages. Because it's a fundraiser, these are people that have never probably even know who I am. They probably don't even know who I am. And I probably would never have been able to get in front of them without the fundraiser. So it's really important that they have my information, that they have a nice package that's put together for them. I try not to go overboard because I don't want to make myself have more work, but I also want it to be presentable and attractive so that they'll come back to me, right? So I'm going to start off by opening up some of these boxes to show you, one, how they're packaged and what comes in them. And right away, I see a back order slip. Now the back order slip tells me what items were not shipped in this shipment. I already know because I was watching the tracking on my shipment online on my workstation. And this is the Ashbury warmer that's on back order. It's the only thing. So that's pretty cool. See, it shows what it is and says that they're sorry, and I like that. And then I've got my packing slip, which shows me everything that comes in the package. Now these are UPS stickers, which I absolutely love because I will actually put these on the sticker, or put these on the paper with my orders to keep track of everything that came in. So this is my package of order forms right here. There's quite a few, right, for a fundraiser. But I'm not going to go into that too much because I know that there's going to be items missing because not all of it's here. So that is that. And then there's always tons of paper for packaging, and that's good because it keeps our product nice and safe. Now in the smaller boxes, usually I get my scent packs, my scent circles. This all came in a bag like this, and then I've got there's 4 plug-in warmers. So right away I start to sort, and then I had ordered one of those gift boxes that you can use to display your bars, and I'll show that in a minute. But right away I start to sort. I always put them right in front, face forward, so that I can see the name right away, and then I start organizing. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to have to label everything. The easier that I make it to access, the easier and quicker it's going to be for me to go through that process. So let's just keep going. Let's see what's in this box. And I always check the paper because you never know, there might be something that got wrapped up in it. And this box is primarily buddies. That's Lenny and Rupert and Ollie and the Lion. Then I've got some warmers, some more plugins. another small box, which I'm sure has bars in it, and 2 more larger warmers. So again, we sort. And anything that's alike, like I've got 2 of these already, I just stack them on top of each other. Those are all my mid-size warmers. And I'm going to put the buddies over here, I think. I need you to be able to see what's going on, right? And then in here they added a bunch of bags, which I had ordered some just in case they didn't send me enough. So we should have plenty of bags. Oh, these are some layers. Okay, so nothing in there. I have some bulbs, grab tabs. Those get put aside. I got a thing of washer whiffs. Now, with a fundraiser, I got all of the hostess benefits and all of the rewards. So, if I'm remembering correctly, this is mine. Then comes the bars. Now the bars, I mean, as far as the warmers, it's pretty easy to sort through them because I just stack them on top of each other and I can, for the most part, see what I have. But for the bars, I really go above and beyond, I think, to make it really easy for me to do sorting. And that's sorting the bars by scent. And stacking them up and giving myself as much place on the table as I possibly can. So, honest to God, I just go through and sort them out so that each one has their own stack, and that way I can grab them when I am putting together the order a lot easier. And I try to not put the colors together because like the Yuzu Dragon and Amalfi Coast are very similar in color, and I don't want to get them confused and give someone the wrong one. So I just go through this and sort out all of the bars. And they are usually really good at keeping the same kind of bars together in the box. So that's it. That didn't really take that long. That's only 1 stack of bars. So I'm just going to keep going and getting all of the items out of the boxes and sorting them until the rest of the order comes in. I have another back order packing slip, and this is Daphne mid-size warmer. It's saying 14 days, so I'm not going to be waiting for my complete order to give the people their products because I don't want to have them wait 2 weeks. So that happens. It doesn't happen often, let me tell you. So this has a lot of paper, and I'm just going to unpack everything. Okay, so I have all of the bars laid out. I have all of the plugins, the medium warmers, the large warmers, all so that I can see them. Now I need to pretty much start labeling. So I'm going to get my labels and show you how I do that. Okay, so we have a sea of bars, a sea of warmers, buddies, all kinds of things. So I'm just going to show you real quick how I go about labeling when I have an abundance like this. We don't want it to take, sorry about that, we don't want it to take forever, but we also want to be professional. So I make labels like these. I'll show you a full sheet. And these are the little mini return address labels from Avery. And I just created my own. And to make it easier, what I do is I fold one of the rows back until they start to pop off like this. like that, okay? And then I start putting labels on. And I try to do like the first row first, just because it's a lot easier to get to. And I'll show you here in a minute how where I put the label. Because you don't want to cover, the weight, and you don't want to cover what kind it is, like the scent, and you don't want to cover the barcode. So there is a spot on there that it says Scentsy Inc. and their address, and that's the spot that I put my label over. Now remember, these are the small ones. If I were going to use the large labels, I would open each one of them up individually. I would take one of my large labels and I would put it on the inside of the clamshell and then just close it up. Because there's so many of them, I'm choosing this particular time to put the labels right on the top. And again, you still need to be conscious of how you're presenting it, where they're going, what they're going to look like. You don't want to do stuff, as I would say, excuse my language, half-ass. So I'm just going to continue putting labels on, and I'll be back in a minute to show you where I put the warmer labels. All right? Okay. Yes, labeling can take a long time. However, I truly believe that it will be one of the best marketing tools that you have that is of no extra cost. Yes, you have to make the label, so let me ixnay on the cost. Low cost with a huge impact, because you don't know if this particular bar is going to end up at the customer's house or if it's going to be gifted to somebody. If it's gifted to somebody, you want to make sure that your information is on there. Every video I do, I harp about labeling. This is why, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put my large label on the outside of the box, right in front, just like that. And I'm going to do that for all of them. And I have done other videos where it shows what I put inside the box. I'm not going to take too much time to show you that. For a fundraiser, though, I will definitely put a join postcard that I have, and I'll show you what that looks like right here. And in the order bag, I'll put a thank you. Now, I make these postcards through Vistaprint. This is a thank you postcard. Thank you for your order, with my contact information on the back. I can use these as mailing postcards as well. If somebody places an online order, I send one of these out. And this is my 15 reasons to join, and it has information on the back. I will put this on the top of every warmer, just like this, so that it's inside. When they open it up, my information is right there. So for a fundraiser, definitely we'll be doing that. So I'm going to continue labeling stuff, and I'm going to come back and show you how I label some of my other things. Okay? Okay, so now I have the warmers are all labeled, the bars are labeled. Now I've got some other miscellaneous things like the fragrance foams and that sort of thing that need to be labeled. And I'm going to show you how I do that. So now I've got the new, by the way, very nice. Look at that. The tin, because it was plastic, room sprays. And what I will do is I will put a label on, and I use a small label for the room spray because I don't want to take too much of the decor or information off. But I will cover the seam right here, and I'll show you without covering any of the ingredients or anything like that. I put it right on the side like that. So that's how I do my room sprays. The scent circles, I use a large, and I put it right on the front like that. With the packaging of these guys, what happens is they're going to throw away the packaging. So the more in their face the label is, they may be tempted to save it, they may not be. So I do the same thing with the scent pack, just like that. And the same thing with the travel tin. I put it right on the front. Just as long as the scent is not covered and what it is, information is right there. So that's how I label those. Then the washer whiffs and the dryer discs and all of that stuff, haven't quite figured out. I need to get waterproof labels for my shower gel and that sort of thing, because it goes in the water of the shower and I want to make sure that they stick. But with the washer whiffs, I just put it right on the side like that. So then that way it's right there. You probably could put it at the bottom down here too. That is up to you. I just don't want to cover any information. Same with the body lotion. I put that as much on the seam as I possibly can so that it doesn't hide any of the ingredients. And there it is. Now I could also use the small one on this so that it doesn't cover, and I'm probably going to do that with the hand cream. So I'll take a small label and put it right there so that it doesn't cover any of the ingredients. And then this is another thing. The body sprays come with a plastic wrap on them. So you're going to end up putting a label on these, and they're going to take it off because that wrap comes off. So I just think that really there isn't much choice. But for display purposes, I put it right at the top, just like that. That way you don't have to worry about it. But again, the label's going to come off. But at least it will have been on there so that they can see how to contact you if they need to. Then the last piece that I didn't do is the fragrance foam. And with the fragrance foam, I put it right on the cap, nice and even around the top. And then that way it's always where it needs to be. So that's how I label my other products. Now I'm going to wait for the rest of my order to come in. That way I can start packaging. I want to keep it sorted. Oh, Baby Buddies. I didn't show you the Baby Buddies. I put whether it's a Baby Buddy or a regular buddy, I always put the sticker where it goes, where you're going to open it right here. Okay? This is where that tab is to open it. I always put my sticker right there because they're going to look at it this way when they're trying to open it, and I want my information right in front of them. So just like that. Okay? Usually if I know which scent pack they ordered with their buddy, I will actually put the scent pack in the box with the buddy. Then that way they know that it was the scent pack that went with it. If I don't, then it goes separately, and that's fine. Typically I don't put too much. I might put a business card or a magnet inside because, you know, the child may say, "Here, Mom, this was in the box." That happens, but then most of the time what happens is they take it out of the box, and the box is somewhere in the closet, and it just gets lost. So I just make sure to label the box and probably throw a business card in there just so that I take the chance that it does get to Mom and Dad. But I'll be back when the rest of the order comes in. Hey everyone, okay, so I got another box for the fundraiser. So the stacks just keep getting higher and higher. Everything is labeled. I do have a box that's not supposed to come in until like 3 more days from now. So that's kind of a bummer because I think I'm going to start bagging stuff up and just hope that it's really not that bad as far as the items that are missing. But there are 2 specific items that I know for sure that are missing, and I'm hoping that those are the 2 deliveries that I'm seeing that will be coming in the next few days or so. Okay, so just wanted to give you an overview of how I sort my orders to do the fundraiser or large orders, and we'll be back as soon as I start packaging. Okay, so I want to show you now what I'm going to be putting into each bag, and also to show you how I sort my actual order forms. So with this fundraiser, I gave a prize to the top seller. I did a random drawing for all of the sellers that did sell. So I gave 30 packets, and I didn't get 30 back. So the people that sent back a packet was put into a drawing. And then I also do a drawing for all of the customers. So I put all the customers into a drawing, and I do a random raffle that way. So, all right, so what I do, and of course, as you saw in my fundraising video, I don't do the 4-copy forms that we can get from Scentsy Success. I make copies and I put those in there. So that means when they come back, I have to make a copy of the order. So this is the original one. You can see where I put the check marks to say that it was ordered. And then this would be the copy. Now the problem with this one, as I'm seeing, is it was done with blue ink, light blue ink, so it didn't actually photocopy. So we'll fix that. But so I make a photocopy of all of them, and the copy will go into the bag. So this is the copy, and that is the original. You can tell by the markings. I check it off when it's ordered, and then I also circle it to know that it's been paid. So the copy is going to go in the bag, and the original is going to stay with me. And I did that for all of the packets. So I did that before the order even came in, because that was something that I could get done and get ready. So then, and of course, each one of these is separated by seller, so that when I put them together, the individual sellers will get their own box, and it'll be easier to sort that way, okay? So then I like to put previous monthly specials, because they're not in the catalog. So if someone didn't know that Wellington was on special last month, they wouldn't even know that he's available to purchase, because he's not in the catalog. So if I have some left, which I don't have many, I will put in previous month specials in the bag, as well as the current month special flyer. So that goes in the bag. Then I put in a thank you for your order. So that would go in the bag. It has thank you for your order. Your business is very much appreciated, from your dedicated Scentsy consultant, Edie Ann. Then it has my website address, my company name, and the fact that I'm a Scentsy independent consultant. And then on the back is all of my contact information, and usually I'll put a little smiley face or a thank you personally handwritten on that side. These are also postcards that I can send out for people that do online orders. So that will go into each of the order. Then I also have postcards that I made up, 15 reasons to join. And then it has some information on the back. There's a quote. It's just something that I put together. It's personal for my business, and I just enjoy to do this. So I have a little quote on the back, and it's kind of my join brochure. And they also get a business card. The business cards are the ones that I get from Scentsy Success, and I love these. So that is what's going to go in the bag, along with the copy of the order form and their product. If I can think of anything else to throw in, I'll let you know, but I love to put stuff in their bags. I may do a buy, join, host brochure in some of them if I have enough. And perfect example, if I run out of postcards, then I'll use a join brochure. It's basically the same thing. But that's what's going to go into the bags. So we're doing this in a process here. Once I get the rest of the order, I will start packaging it, and I'll show you what the bags look like once I've put the orders in.